All right, what's going on, family? Hopefully, you guys are doing great. It's been a minute since I've been live on Facebook, so I figured I'd do this before I call it a night. Hopefully, everybody's doing good. Just going to talk about, like I said, the recent passing of my dog, DOG. DOG was a great dog. I known him over 10 years now. He's my aunt. Rest in peace to her. He's my aunt's dog, and she found him basically abandoned in an abandoned apartment where they just left him with a bag of food, people he was living with, and apparently he was living in a bad environment. It was like just a bad environment, and he had hostile issues, stomach issues, and not the best diet. Diagnosed a month ago with diabetes, and this is the second time I've had to be a part of laying a dog to rest. I'm not going to say put a dog down, but laying a dog to rest. I don't have children, so dogs are like family to me. They're my children. I had to do this, was it 3 years ago now? April of 2021, something about April and May, but it was April 2021. I had to put my first dog down, Isis. She was a little cute Bichon. Most people thought she was a poodle, but she was a Bichon. But anyways, it was sad that she suffered from seizures, and unfortunately, there was nothing else that the animal hospital could do for her. So, did all it could. $4,000 later, and she still was suffering. So, I had to put her down. But the OG was suffering. It's the first time I had to deal with a dog who had diabetes and had to get 2 shots a day of insulin, and that wasn't able to control his sugar levels, and his body gave out on him to the point where he was throwing up. He couldn't keep food down. He didn't want any food, and his muscles gave out on him to the point where he couldn't even walk anymore. And he was constantly throwing up and going to the bathroom on himself. So that is hard. And it's like now it's crazy. A year ago, him being in the house, and now the house feels weird without him around. It's like, I still have my other dog, Max, thank God. He's a dachshund. But he's much more quieter than the OG. He was older than him, I believe. And but it was not, Max was happy to have. I remember a year ago, I never seen Max's face lit up like a Christmas tree when he saw the OG sitting on the couch when Max was laying in his bed. And I was nervous because Max is an older dachshund with back issues. But I never forget the way Max's face lit up like a Christmas tree when he saw DOG sitting on the couch that was right next to him. And he was just excited. And every time he saw DOG, he would get excited because, he was used to having a dog with him. And he went a whole year and a half without having a dog companion with him. And now I notice the change in Max. He looks a little bit sadder because he doesn't smell DOG, he doesn't hear DOG, he doesn't feel his presence. Today's day 3. So I could tell the difference, and this sucks, it's affecting my mother, it's affecting my whole house, affecting my life. But I'm making this video to celebrate DOG's life. He was, like I said, he was there when my aunt passed away in Dallas, Texas, of Christmas of 2022. And, who knows how long he was in the hotel room with her when she passed away. Then my mother had to go out there and get him, and she had to get him out of the animal shelter. It was a whole thing. It took a lot to get him. It took a lot of time, effort, and a lot of money to get him from Dallas, Texas to the DMV area. And the fact that, I never would have guessed that he wasn't as healthy as he looked because, very rambunctious. And the fact that he was only in my life officially for a year and a half, it says a lot. But I thought he was actually going to outlive my other dog, Max. Rough, hard, but, it's just one of those things. But the main reason why I'm making this video tonight is very simple and plain to the point. Appreciate who's in your life. Appreciate the people that matter. Never take anybody or anything for granted. That's number one. Number two, do not chase people that you really want to be with, friends, significant other, whatever the case may be. Do not go out of your way to chase people. If somebody wants to be in your circle, or if somebody wants to be with you from significant other's perspective, then they will make the effort. Now, they don't need to make a fool of themselves to do that, but they will let it be known in a sincere manner and in a sincere way. Now, we live in the age of social media where, people can heart your pictures and the videos, they can comment, but I would imagine a real man and a woman who's sincerely wanting, we'll just go from a significant other perspective. I would imagine a man or a woman who sincerely wants to be with somebody is just going to make it be plain and say, hey, I find you attractive, I'm feeling you, let's go out, get something to eat, get a cup of coffee, get something to drink, meet up at a park, whatever the case may be. Doesn't have to be a $200 meal either the first date. And let's get to know each other, and let's have an adult conversation. Now, I know that's a thing, becoming a thing of the past in this very immature world. People of all ages and from all spaces don't know how to do those simple things anymore because people like to play mind games, or a lot of times people don't like to deal with a person that actually sounds like they read a book. So that's another thing, A lot of times people want to deal with somebody with, hey girl, what you doing? I feeling you sexy as hell, and you know how I do. So, why don't you just let me slide in the DMs and, let me just get this thing going. You know what it is. I just want to get some sex and I'm just going to move on with my life. You know how I do. Some females find men like that attractive, and some men find women like that attractive in regards to, carrying an everyday conversation. It is what it is. If I sound snooty, I really don't care. But if somebody wants to make the effort of being a significant other in your life, being friends with you, they're going to make those sincere efforts. And the main thing is, and the two things to keep in mind before I end this video off. One, they're not going to always talk about sex, because sex is a given. If you're feeling somebody, you're going to eventually want to have sex with them. So let's just stop with that nonsense. But then two, they're not going to ask for something. And we can even go from a friendship perspective, a partnership perspective. They're not just going to immediately come into your life saying, hey, I need something from you. Can I get a ride from you? Can I get some money from you? Can I get some clothes from, whatever the case may be? Because then that lets you know what kind of person that they are in the beginning, for the most part, whether they're in dire need or not. I call that leech tendencies, tick tendencies, because they're coming into your life to try to suck you dry from various different aspects and various different ways. So on that note, I'm out. Do the great 3 free things, like, share, and subscribe. If you see me on Facebook right now, subscribe to Larry's Anything Goes LLC. Go to YouTube or Facebook and just hit the like button, follow button, subscribe button. It's free. All right. And as I always say, make money moves, or you're going to live broke like a fool. Rest in peace to my dog, the OG. And thank you, everybody who said rest in peace and deepest condolences, who liked, who commented, who inboxed me, giving me your sincerest condolences. I do greatly appreciate that. All right. So y'all have a good night. And as I always say, make money moves, or you're going to live broke like a fool. Take care.